Taking you overseas now, and Israel's military chief has vowed that his country will respond to Iran's attack over the weekend, but did not elaborate on how or when. Israel's war cabinet is weighing its options after Iran launched more than 300 missiles and drones towards Israel Saturday. But Israel's military and a U.S.-led coalition intercepted 99% of them. Now world leaders are urging restraint. CBS News has learned that during a phone call Saturday, President Biden urged Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to, quote, think carefully and strategically about the risks of escalation, and said the U.S. would not participate in a counterstrike on Iran. So joining us now from Tel Aviv is CBS News foreign correspondent Imtiaz Tyab. Imtiaz, what more can you tell us at this point about where things stand on a possible Israeli response to Iran's attack?
Anne-Marie, good to be with you. Well, look, the clear answer, as we heard from Israel's defense minister, is that they will retaliate in spite of all of that pressure internationally and, of course, from President Biden saying don't do it. In the words of the president, you have a win. Not only were you, Israel, able to deflect or defend your country from that Iranian strike in which 300 drones, cruise and ballistic missiles targeted this country, of course, in support with that coalition led by the U.S., that's a win. And he also intimated that, Israel did go into Syria, carry out that strike, which led all of this, which destroyed that diplomatic building inside Damascus, Syria, in which a number of Iranian military commanders were killed. And that, Israel has essentially not only been able to carry out a strike that they thought was a threat to them, but also defended from that Iranian attack. But here in Israel, the military leaders and indeed that war cabinet are bitterly divided. You have Benny Gantz, who wants to see a strike almost imminently because he believes that there's international support behind Israel. But you have Prime Minister Netanyahu, who's pumping the brakes, clearly listening to partners around the world and trying to think, okay, what do we do and how do we do it? And that answer has not been made. Anne-Marie.
Very interesting. So the war cabinet has been meeting over several days now, obviously focused on this possibility of a counterattack, which means I imagine there's less focus on the war in Gaza. And what about what was supposed to be, an imminent, I think, attack on Rafah? What's going on with that?
Yeah, it's an interesting and somewhat confusing picture to a degree, because not only has Israel been saying we want to go into Rafah, we've also seen them withdraw a large amount of forces from southern Israel. Now, there's some suggestion that that's because its forces need to regroup and get themselves back together ahead of that offensive. But what we are also hearing within sources here in Israel is that Israel delayed its offensive into Rafah because of that Iranian strike, that it can't divide its attention when considering that. But again, this is where some of the tensions lie between the Biden administration and the Israeli government and the Israeli leadership. They are determined to go into Rafah, where they say those final Hamas cells are, and they want to root them out. The Biden administration and other Western powers saying, hang on a second, there's 1.4 million people there. What are we going to do about them? Give us a plan, a clear plan in which you can show us that you can move these people out of harm's way and carry out that offensive. And that is something Israel just hasn't done yet. Anne-Marie.
Imtiaz Tyab, thank you so much.